Welcome to footballgameplan.com, where football makes sense. I'm Emery Hunt, the czar of the playbook. Bring you a college football preview in the Big 12 between the Texas Tech Red Raiders and the TCU Horned Frogs. Let's look at Texas Tech in this matchup, and three things I noticed right off the bat. Balance, which leads to tempo, which leads to dictation. All of that encompasses what Texas Tech does offensively, and they have to do the same thing versus TCU. You got to come in with the balance. They do a great job of running the football, set the tempo, and also dictate what they do defensively. And your defense has to come in and make sure they play controlled aggressiveness versus TCU, who has a quarterback now that can get outside the pocket. He can cause a lot of damage to your defense if you break, contain, and lose gap discipline. Now you look at the Horned Frogs in this ball game. One thing about TCU is that Trevon Boykin versus the pass defense. They're going to have to throw the football a little bit this week to help alleviate some of that pressure out of the box. If Boykin can do that, we know he can get outside the pocket. We know he can do damage on the ground. If he can back up that defense with his arm, this is a dangerous team right here that no one want to face. And they have to make the trio of running backs for Texas Tech a non-factor. Take those guys out of the ball game. Take away their biggest strength, make them one-dimensional, and TCU plays fast, they're aggressive defensively, and they have gotten better week in, week out. When I look at this game, I look at an old Southwest Conference matchup. You know, I love those old rivalries, but I think Texas Tech wins this ball game. I like the balance, and anytime in college football, especially in this day and age, you can bring the balance to the table. That's the team you want to ride behind. I think the Red Raiders go on the road and win a very tough game down there.